folks, this is Chris Fanning for the Picton Gazette. Just admiring our paper this week. This is our special wassail issue, and this cover we've commissioned from April Sage to celebrate the harvest of the grapes and the apples. And it's a special issue which features on a number of the wineries and cideries that are participating in the next 3 weekends celebration of the harvest, known as wassail. What exactly is wassail? Let's turn to our correspondent in the field for an answer.
Wassailing among the leaves so green. Wassail! Hi folks, here we are at County Cider's Orchards to talk about the tradition of wassail. It's a late fall day with a little bit of cloud cover, and we're saying thank you to the orchards and the vineyards for all the bounty that they have supplied us with this season. And we're hunkering down for the winter, and it's a social occasion. And so all of the counties, wineries and cideries are having a festival over the next 3 weekends. Please come out and join us, sing for your cider, and we'll all have a fine winter and be back at it in the spring. Wassail! Here we go.
Thank you very much, good sir. If that didn't answer all of your questions, Karen Valahora's editorial this week talks about the history of wassail, talks about how it is an important local event as we hunker down for the winter and we depend on the people near us. Now, inside the paper, we have a pull-out feature which can guide you to all the wineries and cideries celebrating wassail. And behind that page, we have a lovely painting by Laurie Gruer. The original is actually right behind me. And you'll find it in our center spread this week. We're very grateful to Laurie for creating that for us. As a part of wassail, I visited the Broken Stone Winery and talked to the folks there about their plans for the festival. Also County Cider, and I'm grateful for them not calling the police on our correspondent in the field. And I know that Jason, too, has paid some visits. Let's turn it over to Jason Parks.
Yes, 'tis I, your humble scrivener, coming from the haunt of Canada's oldest community newspaper, bringing you heartiest greetings and salutations and a hefty wassail to you on this crisp November day. Inside our pages this week, I trekked across Prince Edward County and paid a visit to Lockmore Cider Company on Danforth Road, where Sarah Boyd greeted me with beverages of a refreshing nature and explained to me what she and husband Gary have planned for the wassail celebration. Here's a tip. It's delicious, but not red delicious. It's only the best cider varietals at Lockmore. Back to you, lead correspondent Dr. Fanning.
I don't know where we get these guys. Jason, of course, has more news. Let's turn it back to Jason.
Thanks, Chris. This week we have details on how PCI graduating students are pulling together to organize and host a prom celebration in 2025 after the school announced they were stepping back from the previous practice. In keeping with the school board, I've got a story on a board trustee that's been suspended for 90 days after violating the board's code of conduct. Finally, on the web, I attended the Remembrance Day ceremonies at the Cenotaph and have a recap online. And both the Picton Pirates and Wellington Dukes went undefeated in their respective games last weekend, and I have the latest on both squads. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Jason. In other news, Eleanor Zitschi has a report on the Dacombe family, which has donated 24 hectares along the South Shore to the Nature Conservancy of Canada, ensuring that it will remain undeveloped land in perpetuity. Eleanor also has a report on the proposed county-run composting station in Sophiasburg. And Karen Valahori has a report on the design of the first of Base 31's several proposed villages. There's a public information center coming up on November the 19th, which everyone can go and ask questions about. And following up on Remembrance Day, in addition to our coverage online of the events at the Cenotaph, we have a reminiscence from Sarah Hall about her father's participation in the World War II liberation of the Netherlands and what that means today. And finally, I hope that you'll enjoy this week's Living History, which takes up the debate in 1834 about how this town should be named. Hallowell or Picton or something else. You can read all about it there. All the links to these articles are in the description below. Hope you enjoy this week's issue. Keep track of that wassail pullout and visit as many wineries and cideries as you can. And until next week, wassail.
Wassail!